So we are on step 13. Step 13, we need some more components. So we need, from the bag B, which we're on, we need BA5s, which are these guys. These are 3 by 15mm long machine screws. We need 2 of those. We need BA6, which are 3 by 12mm long machine screws. They need 4 of those. We need the BA13, which are 3mm nuts, 4 of those. We need BB4s, which are the 3mm washers. We need 4 of those. We need a BA20, which is one of these guys, which is the ball connector unit, 6mm. And we also need a BB5, which is a 6mm ball collar, which is this guy here. We also need BB6s, they're the 6mm adjusters, which are these guys. We need the smaller rods. Oh, messed up my little display. We need the smaller rod. We need one of those because we need to make up some of these steering arms. And we need the longer of the rod as well. We need these components, which is basically this one here, B7 of the B tree, B8 of the B tree. We need a couple of these, which are D7s of the D tree, 2 of those. And we need B3, which is this servo bed. And we need to put all this together and using a little bit of thread lock. Right, I shall get on and show you how it's done. So let's break down step 13 into a number of smaller steps. So we've got the servo assembly, the steering servo assembly, we've got the servo bed, and we've got the steering rods. So let's do these first of all. So we're going to take our B7 and make sure you get these orientated the correct way. You've got the elongated hole here and the hexagonal area for the nut that's going to go in, the 3mm nut that's going to go in, and they are mirror images of each other. Okay, so that's how that works. And then we take our servo, and then we take our 12mm, or actually our 3 by 12mm screws, and we've got our washers as well. So pop those on, and we're going to need 4 of those in total. And then we are going to need to pop these through with a little bit of thread lock onto the B7 and B8 components. So there we go. So let's pop those on like that so they're ready. There we are. Right, so let's get our little bit of thread lock ready as well. And I think it's going to be a case of get one in. Once one of them's in, we'll be ready to go. Easier to do the last 2. So I'll show you how I do this. Oh, a little too much thread lock on there, so what I might do is just quickly use one of these other ones as well. And just wind some of that off. There we go. Right, so let's take our B7, pop that behind, and then quickly go through, and then take one of our 3mm nuts, and then bring that underneath, and then take our screwdriver and wind that one in. Okay, I'm going to wind that in loosely to start off with. Same again. 3mm nut. And then we're going to do the same again with the other side. Okay, then what we need to do, again, take our B3 component, make sure we get this the right way round, I think. Let's have a little look. Is he referencing to the drawing? and looks as if it's the flat side. These look all flat on here because on one side this looks like it drops in. So I'm going to go with the flat side up. Soon find out, won't we? Then we take these D7 components, and these D7 components are going to go this way around on the end ones here and here. We're going to take the slightly longer screws, which are the 3x15mm screws, and again a little bit of thread lock component, and we've got to put in these are little these are the 6mm BA20s, the ball links. Need 2 of those. Okay, so a bit of thread lock again. So that's that part done, and now we need to make the rods. So rods literally go on each other, and you screw them in as much as you can, and you need to get the settings correct. So we're just going to screw those in on one side and the other, like that, one side and the other. And then you got your shorter rod, same again, one side and the other. I'll get them going, and what I'm going to do is get them so it's nice and straight as I can. That one's not very straight. If in doubt, come back out, start again. There we are. Better. Here we are. And then what we're going to do is one of these ball collars. This is a ball collar. This goes through and is pressed through in one of those. So I'm just going to pop that in one of them anyway, which is on the short, just like that. So that's in ready. I'm just going to adjust these up to the right length of the drawing. So 113mm in the gap in here and 51mm in here. I'm not going to show you how screwing this through because it'll be boring, so back in a moment. And I finished doing these rods. So this is the smaller of the rod, so you need one with the little BB5 in there, the 6x6 collar, the ball collar. This needs to be, one of them needs to be 90 degrees to each other, but you need a 51mm gap. So as you can see, a 51mm gap in there. Okay, and the other one needs to be completely flat at both ends, but a gap of 113mm. And there you go, 113. And it's just a case of winding these on bit by bit, measuring to make sure that they're correct. So simple step. That is now step 13 completed.